Hi, this is Ellie with Full Moonlight Tarot 20. Today we're going to use the Once Upon a Time tarot cards. And whether this reading is for you or this is for someone attached to you, or if it doesn't fit, it's not yours. Take it as it resonates. And if it doesn't resonate, maybe the next one will. When I shuffled the cards, the Seven of Wands fell out of the deck on the floor and it landed reversed. So I feel like I need to read it in the reverse. The Seven of Wands is a card of, it speaks of someone who is in a self-defense stand, someone who feels like they have to defend their honor, have to defend um, their self-image, they have to defend themselves from something. They're very self-protective. Now, when it's in the reverse, I feel like this is a phase this person is coming out of. Again, whether this is you or someone else, doesn't matter. So if this is you, you're coming out of this energy, and spirit has put you in hermit mode. So they have kind of isolated you a little bit. You might feel like you don't have a lot of interactions with the people in your life. You feel like you don't want to really go out. You don't want to be out in society. You might just go to work and come back home and self-isolate. And a lot of times this happens because spirit wants you to focus on yourself. A lot of times this is when you are doing a lot of healing on yourself internally without you probably even realizing. There might be a lot of stuff going on subconsciously, things that you needed to work through, things that you need to have the time to work on without other people distracting you, without anything interfering in that healing process. And that is so you can finally move forward. Because especially if you've been in a bit of a tough cycle and you're just coming out of a tough cycle where you feel like maybe you were under attack from a lot of people or situations or energies, then now is this time to heal from that and integrate the lessons that you've learned from that, right? And once you're out of that hermit mode with the Two of Wands there, that's when you can start focusing on what do you want for yourself for the next cycle that's coming, for the new lessons that are going to be coming in. What do you want to create for yourself? The Two of Wands is very much a setting your intentions card. This is also a card of maybe planning a trip, but very much planning what you want your life to be. And with the Ace of Cups, now a lot of people say that this is a new beginning in love, but I see this card more of, I see it as you are working on building that love for yourself. And having that self-love and that self-respect is the cornerstone for any relationship you're going to have down the line. Because if you don't love yourself, you will never attract a person who is going to love you in a healthy way or love you at all. You're only going to attract someone who's going to mirror back to you that lack of love, that lack of self-love. So I feel like that's also part of this isolation that you may be just coming out of or maybe just going through. It's teaching you to have more self-respect, especially with the people around you and how you allow them to treat you. You have to remind yourself, when someone treats you badly, are you allowing it or are you creating boundaries? And that's essential with any kind of connection you have with the people around you, whether it's friendships, whether it's coworkers, whether it's your family, your friends, your lovers. There have to be healthy boundaries. You cannot allow someone to disrespect you, and you need to be prepared to walk away if someone is not respecting the boundaries that you have, right? So again, you teach people how to treat you. And that's something that you must have just learned or that you're learning right at this time. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck, but he is very methodical. He is a hard worker and he always reaches his goal, even if it takes him longer than everybody else. So this tells me that whatever you're trying to create in your life, it might not happen right away, but you have the steadfastness and the patience and the willingness to work for what you want to see it all through. And the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, that's your ships coming in, right? That's your kind of your outcome here, is that when you actually apply yourself, you know what you deserve and you will not do with any less than what you deserve. And you're willing to work hard for what you want. And you're ready to welcome in everything that you deserve without putting up any blocks. That's when you can actually create the life that you really want for yourself. And that's kind of a nice prediction with the Three of Wands there, where you can actually see all the ships coming in, everything that you've worked so hard for, and the results will start coming in. Whether this is love related, whether this is business related, abundance, friendships, it doesn't matter. Whatever you create in your mind with the intention of it is the best for you, and you will not take anything less than what you deserve. And that actually takes knowing what you deserve and actually believing that you deserve all the good things, right? Without having derogatory thoughts about yourself, right? Without feeling like maybe I don't deserve this. I feel like this has been a phase that you've really worked on, that self-awareness, the self-confidence, and everything that like you've really worked on seeing yourself as the divine being you are, right? Because you're a divine soul having a human experience. And maybe you're finally starting to see that. And when you have that awareness, that's when you start calling in all the things that you're truly worthy of. So this is a beautiful reading. I love that for you guys. Love and light. We'll talk again soon.